Here at CES 2018, we've seen a lot of laptops, some from some strange brands and some from the big guys. But which ones did we think are best? Well, these 5, in no particular order, brought to you by Intel. Up first is the new Gram from LG. With the 13-inch model coming in at just 965 grams, this thing is insanely light, but also surprisingly robust. In our review of the late 2017 model, we had said if they added Thunderbolt 3 and changed the location of the camera, it could be basically the perfect laptop. And they did both. So with a quad-core 8th gen Intel processor, increased battery capacity thanks to the 72 watt-hour battery, and a fingerprint sensor that's been moved into the power button, this might be the laptop to beat for ultra portables. Speaking of portable, if you have a little less space in your backpack, but you can take a bit more weight, at just 8.98 millimeters, the Acer Swift 7 is insanely thin. Looking at it from the side, it almost disappears, but somehow they kept the keyboard feel excellent with a surprisingly long travel. The only thing you're compromising here is the 7th gen Intel processor. It seems that dual core is still alive in super thin Ultrabooks, but you could be forgiven for trading power for looks like this. If you can't sacrifice power, Dell has got you covered though. The completely new XPS 13 not only has 24% less volume, but a staggering 80% more power. It features an Intel 8th gen quad-core processor that they've been able to soup up with some clever cooling for higher and longer turbo boosts. The build quality remains impeccable. It uses the same keyboard as the outgoing model, which is a good thing, and with a 4K HDR option available for the screen, it is a treat for your eyes too. Moving on to Dell's XPS 15, well, now there's a 2-in-1, and there are a lot of cool things about this laptop. It not only has an Intel 8th gen processor, but built into the CPU package, it has RX Vega M graphics. This means a massive increase in graphical performance compared to onboard, making it perfect for things like Photoshop and light video editing. Now, it's not the thinnest laptop we've ever seen, but it's still respectable at 16 millimeters, and to help achieve this thinness with 2-in-1 folding functionality, Dell actually developed a new type of keyboard switch, which they're calling maglev. This allows a surprisingly clicky feel in what would otherwise be a very restrictive amount of space. And continuing with the trend of magnets, there's also a magnetic pen for people who are into that. Moving on, we've got the Lenovo X1 Carbon. Now, this isn't really a new laptop, but we feel like the new model steps it up with a lot of nice to haves. These additions include Windows Hello facial recognition, up to a 1440p panel with HDR support, although unfortunately touch is only available on the 1080p model, and a quad-core Intel processor. And your fingers actually get treated to a luxurious 1.8 millimeters of key travel with excellent tactile feel, as well as a whole heap of I/O to prevent you from the embarrassment of forgetting the right dongle for your meeting. And this is all wrapped up in a premium feeling chassis that I imagine will keep on trucking for years. And although that's actually 5 already, we have one honorable mention. The MSI Raider GE63. We weren't allowed to know what processor was in it, but we know it's new, we know it's from Intel, and we're really pumped for whatever that is just around the corner. So thanks for checking out this video of our top 5 Intel laptops from CES 2018. So thanks for checking out this video with our top 5 laptops from CES 2018. Don't miss any of the rest of our content at the playlist linked below.